You know that employee handbook you get on day one. Most of us just skim it, right? But what's its actual purpose, beyond just a list of don'ts? Today, we're going to tear apart a real corporate disciplinary policy to figure out the thinking behind the rules that shape our work lives. So, you gotta wonder, are these rules a safety net designed to keep you on track? Or are they really just a trapdoor, giving the company an easy way to show you the exit? Let's dig into this policy and see what it's really built for. First things first, let's get right to the core philosophy here. Because, and this might surprise you, it's not really about punishment at all. It's built on something completely different. Right out of the gate, the policy says its main job isn't to punish, but to protect. Now that reframes the whole thing, doesn't it? It's positioned as a proactive tool for safety, all about preventing accidents before they can even happen. So try to think of it less like a rule book to whack you with and more like a corrective guide. The whole point is to make things crystal clear. Everybody knows the expectations, and you get a chance to fix your mistakes, all to keep the workplace safe for everyone involved. Okay, so that's the big idea. But how does it actually play out in the real world? Well, the policy knows that not all slip-ups are created equal, so it splits violations into two very different categories. On one side, you have your minor offenses. Think of these as coachable moments, where the system is designed to kind of nudge you back in the right direction. But then, you have major offenses, and these are the deal breakers. They're so serious that they skip that whole warning process entirely. And here's exactly what they mean by major. We're talking about things that create immediate, serious danger, stuff like messing with safety equipment, getting into a fight, or being intoxicated at work. The policy sees these actions as a willful, deliberate disregard for everyone's safety, and for that, there is absolutely zero tolerance. Now compare that to the minor offenses, things like being late a few too many times, your work quality slipping, or not following a procedure the right way. See the difference? These are issues where the company basically says, okay, we think this is something we can correct. The system is built to give you clear feedback and an actual chance to improve. So for those minor things, how do they actually give you a chance to fix the problem? The policy lays out a super clear four-step ladder of warnings. It's designed to make sure the message absolutely gets through before things go too far. It all starts pretty simple, a verbal warning, which still gets documented. If the behavior continues, it escalates to a formal, written warning. So now there's a paper trail. The third step, though, really raises the stakes, a suspension without pay. You can see the clear progression here, right? It's only after those three distinct chances to get back on track that a fourth violation results in termination. But what happens when someone's actions cross that line from being a correctable mistake to being an act of willful defiance? Well, this is where that nice, neat, step-by-step process gets thrown right out the window. That's right, zero, none. For certain actions, especially ones that are a direct challenge to safety and authority, that whole warning system just doesn't apply. There's a hard line between making a mistake and being flat out insubordinate. And here it is, in black and white. The policy gives management the power to skip all those initial steps for what it calls severe problems. And look at what's on that list. Overt insubordination. It's treated with the exact same severity as being intoxicated on the job. The system is built with an emergency bypass for any action that is intentionally defiant or dangerous. So, we've gone through the rules and the pretty serious consequences. But making a system like this actually work? Well, it isn't just a top-down thing. The policy is really clear that creating a safe workplace is a shared responsibility. Yeah, this is not a one-way street. Management's job is to give clear instructions, the right training, and safe equipment. But in return, the employee's responsibility is to actually follow those instructions and use that equipment safely. It's a partnership. Both sides have to be all in for it to work. When you put it all together, what you have is a system that's really designed to get rid of any gray areas. It tells everybody exactly what's expected, exactly what happens if those expectations aren't met, and how everyone, from the top down, shares the job of keeping things safe and productive. It really is all about accountability. And that brings us right back to our big question. When the rules are this clear and the consequences are this predictable, does it actually create a culture of safety and respect, or does it just make everyone feel like they're walking on eggshells? It seems a framework like this is betting that clarity is the key. What do you think?